No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and I'm pretty hyped today to have Rob49 in the building.
Yeah, man, what y'all on?
How you feeling?
Good, bro.
It's crazy. I feel like right now there's like kind of a lack of up-and-coming rappers that people are excited about, and I see you as being like one of the main people that people I know are actually like really talking about, and like I hop in somebody's car and they're playing your stuff. It's been dope to see.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm appreciative of that. Like, just because I ain't never think I could get this far for real, probably.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
And when did you start to like even be able to envision that you might have a bigger potential future ahead of you?
Probably doing interviews.
Really?
Telling me like, yeah, you one of them. Like everybody feel the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know my like. Sometimes I used to do interviews where they got 2 pages of talking points, 3 pages of talking points. Like now it's like, all right, you got like 6 talking points, like
right?
Because you know this,
right?
And that's when I realized, like, all right, they know some shit.
So they had more questions because they felt like they didn't know enough about you.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So okay, you're from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk a little bit about what it was like growing up out there?
Most definitely. I mean, like, there's a lot of poverty everywhere. Like, I be going places now and I see a lot of hustlers and everywhere. Like, people known for how they hustle and stuff. Like, New Orleans ain't never had that. Like,
really? It's just so broke that don't even exist?
That don't even exist. Everybody don't be a killer out there. Everybody don't get no money. Facts.
Damn, yeah, because when I was listening to you talk about it, definitely you painted a picture where I was like, oh, this is like a uniquely fucked up place, or like this is a different situation than what we're talking about when we talk about people who are living in the hood in New York or LA or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. So, okay, when you were young, like what was your family environment like?
My mom was home. My dad was in the feds.
Since what age? Like before you were born, or like when you were real young?
My dad went to the feds when I was like 4. He did like 12 years.
Oh, so he's out now?
Yeah, he out now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was that like though? Like having to communicate to him through the phone, or go to visit him, or what?
I might have said, yeah, we was going to visit him, talking to him through the phone and shit. He was always that, or like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't one of them who went to jail and now y'all don't talk no more. And when he get out, he just won't be dad. And like, nah, he used to be telling me certain stuff, like building my mind up to be grown and shit, like.
Right.
Yeah. And
so your mom, like, I'm assuming she had a pretty good head on her shoulders if she was able to take care of you. How many brothers and sisters you have?
I got one big sister and one little sister.
Okay.
Yeah. On my daddy's side, I got a lot of them, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you weren't really close to them, so you don't really count it?
No. I count them, but it's so many, like, I'm not even about to name them for you, like, because I really love all of them the same. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So what kind of kid were you as a young guy?
I don't know. I wanted to be a good kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't until high school I started like doing bad, like for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just wanted to be a good kid. Though, like in a project, you know, you got no choice but to do bad.
Really?
But I just wanted something for my life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
When was the first time that you can recall feeling like you had to like get into some bad?
I can't say that because I grew up in a project, so it's not like that. It's like you had to do bad shit, like every day. Like if a won't smoke, you gotta handle it. Like I'm saying high school because now you got your own mind. You choose what you want to do. Like you know what I'm saying. So probably like high school.
Right.
Yeah.
What was like? What kind of stuff were you watching? Because I heard you talking about the sort of early days of Cash Money and.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, I'm like, damn, that must have been such a massive, overwhelming influence on anybody coming from there.
Yeah. I was watching Wayne a lot. I ain't gonna lie, like that A Milli video, like a milli, like that type of time I was on Wayne. Like even in high school I was on Wayne Heaven when he dropped Holly Weeds and Sorry for the Wait 2. Like, man, that was wild. Like,
right.
Yeah, for sure.
Because for somebody like me from the East Coast, like when I saw the Ha video back in the day. And not only is that like one of the best music videos of all time, and I've like kind of realized that over the years, is that a lot of people have that opinion of it, but then also just seeing the environment that we're growing up in, it was just kind of like real powerful to us. It painted the picture.
That's what I'm telling you. Like that's the environment I grew up in. Like, our project looks the same.
Right.
Exactly how that Han video looked with Juvenile. That's exactly how my project looked.
Definitely.
Like, terrorized every day. Like.
And you still stay there for the most part, or is it like?
No. Well, I still be in the hood like a lot, but I be trying to stay out of that. Like,
but if you're from New Orleans, where do you move to be able to have like a little bit of a safer existence? You just moved to like the suburbs, or
You gotta move like an hour away, bro. Like
really?
that or somewhere. Yeah, it's the whole New Orleans is like this. From uptown to downtown to the east to the West Bank. Like, there's no way you can go and just be safe. Like, but that's what I don't really be like speaking too much on that. Like New Orleans so big, bad, and gangster, because everywhere got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
everywhere got the same.
I mean, especially as soon as you're a famous rapper.
Yeah, when you're a rapper, you're around and you see this shit. Like, oh, you grew up just like me. Like,
right.
So yeah, I don't be trying to make it like that now.
Definitely. So, okay, what was your high school career like?
I was playing basketball and shit.
Okay.
I remember I tore my ACL in 9th grade. I never really got back on the team, so I was selling weed to my teammates and shit. Like, I remember that shit. Like,
when did you start selling weed? Because that's like a huge focus in a lot of your music. I realized he really sold weed. All right.
Probably like 10th grade.
Right.
Probably like 10th grade I started selling weed for real. I remember 9th grade, one of my partners, rest in peace, Tilo, he was selling weed. And, I used to be telling him, like, man, you tripping, bro. Like, I don't want nothing to do with that. Like, and then 10th grade, I remember I started selling weed. He called me like, man, he telling me you out here selling weed, man. What you doing? I'm like, man.
Did it feel like you were doing like a serious crime though at that time, or did it feel like it was kind of whatever?
For sure, it was a serious crime. For sure, because I mean, I'm young, but I was selling pounds and shit. Like, I was bringing weed in school and shit. Like, that's not supposed to be happening.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even just the weed stinking through your backpack, that's got to be a problem.
Nah, I had this little jaw. I had the jaw, the no smell jaw.
Right. Where were you getting it from?
One of my homies' stepdaddy.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my homies' stepdaddy.
He had a little operation going, and you were like, I got to get in here?
Yeah, it was that. I remember when my first thing I ever sold, it was me and my best friend Zay. We sold a half, 14 grams. And he sold a 7, I sold a 7. But we had to re-up with 100 of these dollars, so we split $40. Here, you get 20, I get 20. Nah, for real, I remember that shit.
Was there a
Hustling
moment there?
for nothing.
Yeah, you're like
hustling hard.
I'm taking too
nothing.
much risk to be making nothing off this shit.
Facts.
Damn. So like that, you're talking about it like it's a real broke city, but there's definitely people still trying to cop some weed.
Nah, for sure. That's why they broke. Trying to cop weed. For sure.
There's a lot of people who are in that situation, or even like, you know, you'll hear rappers like after they fall off talking about their weed consumption and just they clearly like regret it so much that they just blew through such huge amounts of money on it.
Nah, facts though.
But were you smoking weed at the same time back then?
Nah, I ain't smoke weed. That's why I was a good hustler though. My partner in the smoke, I used to be telling him like, bro, you know, if you stop smoking, we gonna get rich off this, like, for real.
Right.
But they wanted to smoke. I was the only one that ain't smoke.
Damn. So
all of them smoke.
You think that was important to you being successful in that world?
For sure. It don't make no sense to smoke and sell something you smoking.
Yeah.
Because you looking at it like, man, it's just a gram. I'm going to just hit a gram out of it.
Right.
That's $10, bro. Like, that's how I was looking at it. Like, bro, you blowing me. Like, you smoking a half a day.
Right.
Smoking a 7. Like, that's $50.
It's crazy when I see somebody like smoking like many, many blunts per day, and I know they're broke as fuck. And I'm just like, this is what you fucking chose to do with your money?
For real, bro. That's like a broke nigga always got on designer.
You see a lot of that?
Nah, for sure. Well, I don't know if a nigga broke. I don't know nigga situation, but I see a lot of these niggas with designer, and I don't think they got it like that.
Nah, definitely. Yeah, I would see people with, like when I had the store on Melrose, I would see people were coming in with Gucci belts, and I'd just be looking at them like, you do not have $500 to be spending on that shit.
Man, what, bro? I don't even got it like that, and I got it like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But see, that is the thing, is that somebody like you who's a rapper and you got to have a new outfit in every video, and every time you go to a club, you got to be looking different. You got to have new jewelry every so often, whatever. And then like normal people start to think like, oh, that's what it means to be successful. If I want to be successful, then I got to basically live the same life that he's living.
Nah, thanks though. I might start selling my clothes though. No sense to keep this shit.
I've thought about that.
Nah,
but
you don't want niggas to think you fell off though, huh?
Well, it's more like if I get a package of like 10 hoodies from some brand and I wear each of them once, or like I wear like half of them once, and then I'm like, well, I just want to get rid of this shit. I'll just give it to the office and just give it out to everybody who works here and shit, because I feel kind of weird starting up like a little online store to sell shit that people just gave to me.
Man, listen, bro. Oh yeah, see, that's different.
You're talking about the designer. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, see, I seen Kim Kardashian do it.
And I did too. And I thought like, oh, do I really think I'm too good for this if Kim's doing it?
She doing it. I'm not too good for this. I might sell this motherfucker. Nobody thinks she broke.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fucking celebrities doing it. No, the craziest one I seen is there's this YouTuber named Emma Chamberlain, and she had it on her web store that if you pay her $10,000, she will write you a nice DM.
That's smart.
She'll DM you and just let you know that she appreciates you.
I ain't lying. I like that. I might do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay me a little less, but I like that.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, shit, I'll write a DM for 10 grand.
Okay.
All day. All right, so do you ever get caught selling weed, or was your high school career pretty smooth in terms of the streets and the law?
I was about to get caught one time. I remember I left house. We were leaving our school, like the bell had rang.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my coaches kept getting in front of me, like I'm trying to walk out. Like, you know, you trying to, like, and he got in front of me, like, man, they know that's you, don't bring that shit tomorrow. But he fucked with me hard. Like, I ain't bring it tomorrow. They searched the fuck out of me.
Really?
At the front door, because they ain't used to be searching me at the front door because I played basketball.
Uh-huh.
So I used to have it in my basketball book set with all my shoes and all that. So they like, oh, all right, basketball.
Right.
So they ain't never searched me, but they knew that day. He told me don't bring it, I ain't bring it.
You didn't bring it. So you got away from any kind of problem there?
Yeah, I got away from the problem.
Damn, that's lucky.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but
I remember that shit like it was yesterday too. That's crazy. Like, I remember him trying to stand in front of me like it was yesterday. So I'm like, what the fuck?
You think somebody snitched on you?
It wasn't successful.
That's got to be the best, or the number one way of getting caught when you're just selling like small amounts of drugs and shit, especially in high school. Like,
I might have said I ain't even was bringing enough to school to like be telling, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm probably bringing half to school. Like, I wasn't even bringing that much, and right. I'm giving 7 grams to him. I'm giving 2 grams to him just so they can here. You said we in school now, like, you know what I'm saying?
But we're talking about like the sort of like younger version of you selling weed. Did you ever get it to the point where you were really doing well for yourself, like as time went by?
Yeah, for sure. Probably like 11th, 12th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 12th grade. 12th grade, I was doing good. Like I finally had a wad of money, like that I could spend. Like,
right.
I remember my mama found it. She's like, "What you doing?" But yeah, I remember that.
You just made up like a crazy lie, or you have to tell her what it was?
I don't even remember what I told you.
Oh, this is your mom, okay.
Huh? Oh yeah, she told my dad, and my dad was asking me what I was doing and shit. I told my daddy the truth though.
Right.
Well, matter of fact, I didn't tell my daddy the truth. I told my dad, and my partner was the one doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But he wound up telling my dad the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
But how did your dad even approach something like that while he was locked up? Like,
Nah, he had got out.
Oh, okay.
And I say I was 4. He did. This was 12th grade.
Mm-hmm.
He did like 12.
But is that the kind of crime that like your dad just sort of has to be like, you know, it's not a big enough deal for me to really freak out about it?
Oh man, my dad like, I remember I told him I was selling weed because he went to jail for selling dope. So he told me like, man, you hustling, I'm about to start back hustling. Like, we ain't doing this. Like, so yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't going for that.
But so you graduated high school?
Yeah, I graduated.
Okay. And you didn't try to go to college or anything? Like, what'd you do after that?
I went to Southern. Yeah, I went to Southern.
For how long?
Right, probably like a year. And I just dropped out, started making music for the pandemic.
Really? So that's what egged you on to...
Yeah, it's like the pandemic made me start making music. And
so you think you would have stuck with it in terms of school and everything if
the pandemic wouldn't have hit? Because I wanted to finish school. Like I said, I wanted to be something. Like, I knew that was the path to being something.
What were you thinking of doing with the degree that you were working on? Do you have any career dream in particular?
Not really, bro. I just wanted to finish school for my mom. Like, for real. I remember I was telling her I was dropping out. I ain't even want to tell her that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just because I felt like I did everything for nothing. Like, you dropping out of school, you doing all this for nothing. Like,
yeah. It's just all that buildup of like, oh, damn, you made it through 10th grade, 11th grade, now you're going to drop out in 12th grade. But then even once you make the college, it's like kind of more pressure because you're actually paying for it and shit.
Exactly.
Damn, okay. So you hadn't really thought about rapping up until that point?
I ain't think about rapping. I had went to the studio with my partner one time and just said some shit on the mic. But other than that, no. My other partner was rapping. And he was in the studio and I told him, like, man, this song trash. They wound up going to get some food. He came back and I had a song finished. He like, man, you do it. He came back and I had a song finished.
did you feel like this was like, were you already like a popular dude around town where like people were?
That's why it made sense for me, because I was the one that everybody knew for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't grow up in every hood. Like I didn't been through every hood. Like so when niggas say, "Oh, Rob rapping," be like, "Where Rob?" I'm the Rob they want to hear, but 9 times out of 10 you never gonna hear I'm rapping. So when they hear I'm rapping, they like, "What? Man, this what we doing then?" Like, yeah, that's how it was though.
It's weird because it's like we kind of like grew up thinking of hip hop as like, okay, the most popular, the coolest dude is going to be the dude who starts rapping and has success with that. And then as time's gone by, it sometimes does feel like, oh no, like the popping new rapper is going to be like the nerdy weird kid,
Weird,
got something else. Nah. He's creative and he's not the type of dude who's trying to fit in with everybody. Like, how would you describe the type of person you were? Because you seem like you were kind of like.
I'm about to say I was real popular in school and shit.
Yeah.
Like if you went to my school and didn't know me, like you was really nobody for real. Like I was one of them all through my life for real though.
Right.
So I'm one of them dudes that like they know like
As soon as you started rapping though, did it feel like it was working? Like people were really fucking with it?
Immediately.
Really?
Like my first song, everybody was posting it like, man, this nigga hard. Like, yeah.
Damn. What do you think it was? You think you just like, had you been thinking about rapping or like practicing, or do you think that the flow just kind of came from you just being a natural?
I was big on music, like so I used to be listening to music all day, like Rick Ross, Young Thug. So I knew how to come at music. So that's all it was. Like, and then my partner and them, like he went to this school, he went to this school, he went to this. All of us went to different schools.
Mm-hmm.
So when all of us in the video, there's so many different crowds come and see you. Like you see what I'm saying? Even if I don't know everybody in his school, like they come and see me. Because he in the video.
Right, definitely. Yeah, like is there a lot of like underground street artists and stuff who were doing the things in New Orleans that you were inspired by, or were you mostly listening to like bigger artists?
Yeah, I was inspired by Nino Calvin, like a lot. Like,
okay.
Nino Calvin, crazy. You gotta do an interview with him.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. I don't know about.
Yeah, he Birdman nephew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he had to sit in on a lot. Like,
really?
Yeah, for sure.
Because like for me, when the main artist that came to mind as soon as I realized you're from New Orleans was just Curren, who I understand that you had some conversations with and stuff.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my dog.
Right. Were you listening to him coming up, or was it?
We grew up listening to Curren, but like not like Nino Calvin. Like Nino Calvin, like the hood. Like this what we need. Like I remember I remember putting up to they used to do a DJ outside. A DJ is like when a DJ set up on a block,
right?
And then everybody just come from every hood. They used to do a DJ. I remember sitting out there like with basketball and shorts on, just looking like, man, this really Nino hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember that.
Damn, that's fire. Yeah, because I mean, but we always use Curren as just an example of how you don't need to necessarily have like huge radio hits or anything like that. He just consistently built a brand for himself where he's just like this cool ass dude, keeps making the music that he likes. He doesn't compromise, and as a result, people just love him and they'll keep going to see him forever.
I'm on Curren album, man.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm on 2 of his albums. Yeah, Curren my real dog.
So he's been fucking with you for a minute now, huh?
Yeah, he one of the first people to start fucking with me. I was supposed to sign the check, like.
Really? You think that would have been a good fit?
Probably not. Just because I wanted to be my own stepping stool. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Curren over there, he got Jet Life. I wanted to have Vulture, and then we can collide if so. But I wanted to be a boss, a big boss.
Yeah, you seem kind of independent.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Has there been any other artists that try to sign you that you thought about? I'm sure the Birdman offer came in, right?
Yeah, Birdman, Young Thug trying to sign me.
Really?
I wanted to sign with Thug bad, but I was already signed.
Really?
Yeah.
To who'd you end up signing to?
I signed to C'est La Vie. That's out of Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that end up coming about?
Sean Cotton.
Oh, that's his label?
No. He just brought me to
him.
Oh,
he brought you to them. Okay.
Yeah, like because really Sean Cotton did me an interview like this.
Really?
One of my homies from the city, I fuck with him so hard, he made clothes named Tunchi. He like, man, I want you to do an interview for my dog.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with him so hard, I didn't even know who it was. I just went and did it because I was already living in the city.
Mm-hmm.
I do the interview. I still don't know nothing about Sean Cotton. Like he said, I'm like, man, what's your gram? So when you not the video, I'm gonna fuck with it. Like I'm the big dog. Like I got 10,000 followers. I'm gonna fuck with it when you drive it.
Right.
So he got a blue check. I'm like, man, what the fuck did he have a blue check? So I just went follow him. Boom. I never looked at it again. Then I got a Say Cheese interview out. I'm like, man, that's what that was.
That's
like,
when you started putting it together?
Yeah, I'm like, that's what that was. I tell him like, man, thank you and shit like that. He like, like, man, I fuck with your music. Like, everybody keep telling me about you. I want to bring you to LA. I want to make you big. He bring me to them.
And they were just enthusiastic right away?
Yeah. I thought they wasn't fucking with me, though, because, like, we were sitting like this. And, you know, everybody take a picture by say cheese, around that time. Because I got signed when I had, like, 10,000 followers.
Right.
Like, I wasn't on shit. And I was getting up to go take a picture by say cheese sign. One of them grabbed me like, man, no, not right now. Sit down. I'm thinking like, damn, I ain't good enough to take a picture by the say cheese sign. But the whole time they see potential in me. Like, I want you. Like, we ain't doing that. That's for the niggas who we ain't really want like that.
Really? So they wanted to kind of keep it secretive or and be able to build you up?
Yeah, they wanted to build me.
That's funny because whenever I think about signing artists to No Jumper, it's like the same thing where it's like on one hand, I would want to just put them on the channel, help blow them up. But then at the same time, it's like you want to put them out there organically and you don't want like.
You don't want to look like an industry plant.
Exactly. Because if me or Sean Cotton signs somebody and puts it out there, like, oh, we
like,
signed him.
Oh, yeah, he keep posting this nigga. You blowing it. Like,
and it keeps a weird level of pressure on the artist where it's like, oh, you're supposed to already be big if this person's fucking with you, right? I don't know.
I ain't lying. I told Sean, like, back then, I'm like, man, when I get there, I'm going to make sure everybody know. Like, I know he looking at the interview right now like, man, goddamn, he kept his word. Like,
right.
Nah, for sure.
So, but at what point did you almost join the Army?
I joined.
Oh, you did? In what year?
They let me out last year.
Oh, okay. So how long were you in there?
I did 2 years.
2 years.
It's funny, when I first joined the Army, I was about to get kicked out the Army.
Really?
Yeah, they had me. The only reason I get kicked out, real nigga shit, I swear to God, this was some real gangster shit. Like, when we was sneaking out base to going, this when Jules first came out, like vapes. This when vapes first came out.
You were sneaking out to get a vape?
We were sneaking out to go buy like 20 vapes, 30 vapes and phones and shit.
And you were stationed where?
In Fort Benning.
Where's that at?
That's in like Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, we're stationed in Fort Benning, so we used to come back on base and just be selling the shit. Like, if a jewel $20, we selling it for $200. Like
prison.
Just smacking them like over the top of the head because they can't do it because they scared to do it because it's illegal. You're not supposed to have it.
You're just not supposed to leave campus, or you're not supposed to be bringing this shit.
Leave camp. You're not supposed to nothing like this. This shit is like, it's the military. Like,
yeah.
You're not supposed to do none of this. We wound up getting caught, man. But I was recording a video of all us flexing with our money on one of the phones we had bought. But I ain't putting my face in. I'm like, yeah, we turned up. But you hear my voice like
Yeah.
I got a distinctive voice. Like, you know who I'm is. Like,
yeah.
all them, then they wound up holding us over. Like, everybody graduated, everybody left, and they held us there. Man, everybody went to. First of all, we got caught because one of my dogs, his dumb ass, ain't put us. He put a lock on the phone, and he left the phone charging in the bathroom. We not even supposed to have phones for months. Like, why is you leaving a phone in the bathroom? They found the phone. They ain't got no screensaver on it. And we bought this phone from Walmart. So this not even your real phone. Your real phone is in a container.
Right.
They're like, who is this phone for? This dumbass gonna say me. Brother, we about to graduate, boy. If you don't let this phone be just gone, he's gonna say me. The people like, man, no, it's not. Man, they like typing the code. He typed in the code. And they just were going through the phone. My dumbass Instagram was on the phone. Man, they came out there and said, guess who else was involved? And like, they said, me, Rob.
Right.
Man, dog, I could have passed out, bro. We was out there for so long, dog. I knew they was going to restart me. Or they were going to kick me out of the
Do
Army.
like what, a full 2 years again? Or?
Yeah, we were going to have to do that whole 7 months or 6 months all over again. So I'm like, man, why would you nigga say that? Oh my God. Man. But they like, this ain't you. Like I said, my face wasn't in it. It's just them flexing, but it's my voice though.
No
I'm
face,
like, no.
no case.
I'm like, no. I'm like, no, it ain't me, brother. I swear to God, I stayed with that no for like a month. I stayed with that no for like a month. I remember the day I was finally about to tell them, bitch, like, yeah, that's me, dog. You could just send me home because I ain't doing this no more. I was about to walk up to the dude, to the sergeant. He like, hold on, give me a second. So he wound up going like 30 minutes, come back. I was sitting out there waiting for this nigga. He come back with some food. He like, you Thomas, huh? I'm like, yeah. He like, watch who you, he said, watch who you do bad things, what they tell on you. I was the only one they tell, all them told. And they got kicked out and I didn't.
Wow.
Crazy.
So they
shit.
told on you as well, or they just told on each other?
They told on me like it was all on me.
Mm.
But I'm the only one ain't say nothing. I stayed with my no the whole time.
And you think they kind of respected the fact that you stuck with it?
That's what he said. He said, man, why don't you do bad stuff what they tell on you? Wow. I ain't even tell him nothing. I just was like, all right.
So you were able to graduate and all that?
I ain't even graduate. They just shipped me out.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you had like another year and a half where you were actually doing the thing?
Yeah.
What was that like?
I started rapping.
Oh, during all that.
Yeah, I started rapping.
I feel like this sounds like when we're talking about how independent you are and how it might have been hard to sign to an artist or some shit, is like I imagine that you being in the military was a big change or a big challenge, right? Because it's probably so unbelievably strict physical activities.
So. I remember when I was joining the military, like I said, I was hustling with my best friend. He telling me like, man, why you joining that shit? Like, I'm telling him like, bro, I'm doing this for my kids and shit. I'm telling him this, like, he like, man, no, I don't want to hear that shit. So he didn't want me to join from the beginning, like, and then I joined and I just changed. I felt like I changed my whole life, like, you know what I'm saying?
You kind of appreciated the discipline and everything?
Yeah, that shit made me feel like I could do anything in this world. Like, I got out, I got back home. I was back in the hood and shit. I'm like, man, this shit probably ain't for me. Like, I started going to college. And I just started rapping. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just do this.
Right. Yeah. So you think that ultimately you're more capable of the rapper lifestyle than the
just because I wanted good for myself. That's why I did it. But I don't think that was the thing for me to do. You know what I'm saying? I could have did something better than that.
Yeah, like I like working out and shit. But
I met some good people and shit, but
like being in the gym, I like it, but I don't really think I'm a natural at it. Whereas like some of the dudes I work out with, I'm like, oh, you would, like, if you could only do one thing today, you would probably do this. And it's, for me, it's like that hard work and determination to actually do it is like, it's hard for me to find that in myself when it comes to like exercise or like just having that strict regimented lifestyle is like a challenge for me. So definitely like being a rapper seems like it would be a lot more accommodating.
Okay, not for sure.
Okay, but so you just start putting music out, and then does it just hit right away?
Immediately. I was already living my city like the first week I dropped.
Right.
Like they knew the music. Like then I dropped like 3 times in 4 months. So I'm just stepping on them. Like
really,
I took over my city fast.
Damn. So it just happened like that. Like that's pretty amazing.
I got signed 4 months into rapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. And so, like right away, like I feel like a lot of people when they talk about you, they're like, "Damn, he got songs with this dude. He got songs with this dude." Like, how did the Lil Baby thing come about? I feel like you making connections with people like him just made people take you serious way faster than they might have normally.
I know, huh? But I had already made Vulture Island. That was just a remix. So P heard it. So me and P was about to just like lock in with some shit. Like he like, who you want on the remix? So I'm like, Baby. He sent it to Baby. Baby sent that bitch back just like that. Like it wasn't needing all that. Shot the video when I wanted to shoot it, like just real nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it happened. It was just a natural link up. He wanted to do it. He one of the biggest people in the world there.
And P wasn't trying to sign you, or he was?
I was already signed.
Right, but was he trying to do business in some way, or did he want to be involved?
Yeah, me and P was in business together. It's my dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there some degree of a regret there when you now kind of realize that if you had waited, you could have a lot more options in terms of who to sign to?
Not really, because I just look at it like, man, they believed in me when I wasn't shit. Like, so I was always one of them dudes to return a favor, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to return a favor.
Did you ever have any other name since, I mean...
Rob49, that's it.
Are you from 49th Street, I'm kind of guessing, or something like that?
No. The Iberville Project, the Fort Wall, and the 9 Wall.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, figured it was something like that. But you never thought about going by a different name, because a lot of rappers have crazy ass names, and it's pretty unique to just still be going by your.
I was looking for. I remember looking for my rap name. Like man, Rob49. Like that's a long ass name. Like I'm just like I put it on my Instagram like Rob49. And it wasn't available. And that's around the time everybody doing one Lil Baby and one Lil Key, you remember?
Yeah.
That's how I put one Rob49. It ain't work, so I'm like, Man, fuck it, I might just change my shit. I just say Rob49 up. And that bitch went through. I'm like, oh yeah, Rob49 up. That's it. That's my rap name now, Rob49. So that's how it just came about. Like I'm just laying in my bed one day, just chilling.
Yeah, I mean, like some rappers have, goofy names, I guess you could say, and they seem kind of all right when they're like 18 or 21 or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're like 35 and they gotta deal with the fact that they got this strange rap name for the rest of their life.
Nah, facts though. Like Lil Baby grown like.
See, that's one of the craziest things about
I'm
rap.
gonna start calling Baby Dominique. I'm gonna start calling him by it.
Yeah, that could represent the closeness of the relationship. But all right, think about it. Lil Baby and Young Thug, they have two of the most popular and most like interesting rappers, and they kind of have like two of the simplest rap names that you could ever think of.
Mm-hmm.
Like Young Thug is like the weirdest rap, like the most creative rapper I've ever fucking witnessed pretty much in my whole time observing rap music, and he kind of has like a rap name that probably like 500 people had before him.
I remember watching you and Thug interview.
Yeah.
Like before I was rapping and shit.
That was a career highlight. One of them.
Thug, one of the reasons I act how I act in this rap shit. Just like humble, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I remember that shit.
Yeah, people love him for the fact that he seems like he like never really changed.
Nah, for sure. I ain't lying. I remember watching this shit. He was just like, he just won't teach what's taught and shit. I'm like, damn, like that's how I'd be if I was at the top. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, even like certain Thug mixtapes where he's giving his sisters verses, and he's just like, he had that real like sense of family that a lot of people kind of lose pretty early on.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Sure.
So now that you're like coming up in your career and stuff, who do you choose to move around with? Because a lot of rappers, I mean, the fact that you're with your mom, to me, that kind of tells me that you're trying to stay normal or stay humble, stay down to earth.
I ain't too big on like having niggas around me who don't feel like really with me. Like if I'm with my niggas, it's gonna be 4 or 3 hours. Like I don't feel the need for all that because I know if it's 15 of us, 2 of y'all gonna take it there with me like the whole way. Like the other 13 just bullshit. So I already just had these 4 who I know everything about you. I know all y'all strong suits, and I know y'all gonna take it there with me. So that's how I remember.
But does it get tricky? Because I feel like as soon as you start to see this money and this level of stardom and everything, then like you have all these people that you're cool with or you have some degree of friendship with, but they want to be on the road with you. They want to be going to shows with you, et cetera. And I feel like a lot of times that's where the problems come from is you have that conversation where you're like, nah, and they just can't accept it.
I ain't even really having that problem, like, cause my dog, they respect my mind, like, cause I ain't just, if I say something, I'm gonna come with a reason I said it, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't really been having that problem.
Yeah, keep a small circle.
Yeah,
that's my advice. Okay, so I was watching you rapping with Peezy, and you guys were actually kind of going back and forth a bit on the verse. Yeah. And there's one really crazy moment in the song where you say that, I think you say you made $300,000 in a month, and then he kind of like one-ups you. He's like, I made $1 million in a month.
I made $1 million in a month.
And your response is, yeah, well, he's selling Fetty Wap. I'm just selling weed.
I swear to God, I looked at that shit on Twitter. I'm like, nigga said, man, you try snitching on Peezy. I'm like, damn, I kind of try snitching on Peezy. Like, man, I'm tripping.
Well, let's be real. Nobody's selling drugs anymore. It's all fun.
Ain't nobody selling no Fetty Wap. That shit was some rap lyrics.
Right.
But, I ain't even know what I said. I should say some different shit, man. That's Fetty Wap, man. Listen.
That was just hilarious to me because a lot of times, a rapper will do a feature with an artist and it's almost like they're not talking to each other on the song. There's no like communication. There's no like referencing the shit that the other person said.
You said it like that.
And then it just like kind of worked perfectly. And I guess you guys had respect for each other, so it didn't come across as like an actual diss or anything like that.
No, it's like that.
You know, a lot of people making money selling hard drugs like that, though.
I don't know nothing about what you talking about. Nothing about what you talking about.
For sure. Okay, another thing I noticed that you like reference a lot in your music is talking about getting a girl's body done. How many times you done that?
None.
It's all. None. It's just rap talk.
Rap talk. I would get your body done if you worth it.
Really?
Honestly, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. If that's really your queen.
I don't want my girl with her body done though.
Really?
Nah, I don't like that. I just don't. I would rather outsiders have it. You know what I'm saying? But not my girl.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like at this point in my life, with my girl being naked on camera and stuff, it's like if she wanted some surgery and she didn't have the money and I could afford it, for sure I would pay for it.
Yeah.
But that is kind of like a special circumstance because it's more like a investment in her career.
Yeah. You got a lit relationship.
You heard?
Nah. I heard. We're going to talk off camera. I need a setup for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I need you to set me up.
You like porn stars?
Yeah, I like porn stars.
Really?
Yeah.
You choose a porn star over like a round the way type girl?
No. Nah. I don't think so. Porn stars, yeah. Porn stars is it, though.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you got a girl, like, that's all you could see you like is porn stars. That's the only thing that's right.
Right.
I watch porn. I don't do nothing else.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the only thing you could see. Yeah, I like porn stars.
It's funny though, because I feel like I know dudes who've gotten in trouble for being too into a certain porn star or some shit. They following porn stars, or
really.
even some of the dudes I know who work here who are married and shit, and I'll see them liking a porn star's photo. I'm like, if I were you, I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't be taking the risk of getting yelled at.
Porn star?
Lena the Plug. I don't know if I could really say other than her.
I'm about to say good answer.
Nah, but I got some top from some porn stars where I'm like, oh shit, so that's some of the best top ever invented. Like motherfuckers do not know that brand of top exists.
No cap, huh?
I mean, there's some crazy shit out there. And then I think about my whole life. I didn't know about that.
You ain't know about that, and I wouldn't have never knew about that.
You know?
That's crazy.
Makes me feel kind of lucky. Also, like,
nah, you're lucky for sure.
It'd be weird to return to the normal world and be getting basic ass head again.
We'll do with that.
But so you're in a relationship or not?
Nah, I'm in a relationship, yeah.
How's that going? It's a long-term thing?
Yeah, it's a long-term thing. That's the only reason I'm in a relationship.
Really?
If it wasn't long-term, I would not be in a relationship.
Really?
Yeah.
How many years are we talking?
Probably like 5 now.
Really?
Yeah. Before anything. That's why it's comfortable.
What the fuck is that like from her perspective? Because she
know.
was dating like a relatively normal guy for a long time, and now she's got a whole different set of
fuck you up.
problems.
She like me and her had took a break around the time I had started music.
Wow.
Like,
That was your chance.
I started music in January.
If you wanted to get out, you could have got out then.
No. I ain't want to get out there. I started music in January. Really, I dropped my first tape in like March. I started making music in January, but I dropped my first tape in like March. But me and her broke up in January, and we ain't get back together till like June. And like I said, I was already lit in my city.
Right.
Like, so we get back together. She's like, "What the fuck?" Like, I moved different with me and shit. Like, so that was crazy. I remember her coming to one of my shows. She like, "All these people here to come see you."
You kind of seeing the gears working in her brain of like, oh shit, my investment has paid off.
And she don't even listen. She don't even listen to this type of rap. Like, she listen to Frank Ocean and shit. Like, that's the type of shit. She, Tyler the Creator, I did. Like, she listening to that.
So you kind of got to explain to her like, nah, I'm doing something.
Yeah, I got to explain to her. She see it though, but I got to show her like, look, see.
Yeah.
Like, they really do like me.
Well, what has changed? Because I feel like it's got to be hard for her to be as concerned about every little thing because you probably in videos with strippers dancing next to you and shit like that. It's like once you get to be a rapper, there's like certain things that would not be okay for a dude working at Dairy Queen to do that a girl kind of got to just accept that a rapper's going to do.
Probably like the videos, like when I got video girls dancing on me and shit. I'm like for Vulture Island, like for the remix for Lil Baby, I put her in the video just because I want her to like feel like, all right, come on, like you
right.
This bitch, like. But that's probably the biggest problem, like girls dancing on me and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, so she'll just like see a video and just hit you up and be like, why the fuck was she standing so close?
She think I'm cheating, but I'm not.
Right.
No, I'm not.
Nah, yeah, it's not worth it. Can't do it.
Porn.
How'd you end up linking with my boy Desto Dubb? Because I've seen a ton of people come through here to do an interview, and it was clear that they had just tapped in with him. But you're the first person I've seen with like the fur, or I don't know how to describe this fit.
Then I had went to his store one time. Like I went to his store and he just gave me some shit. Like, and then we just been locked in ever since. Like,
right.
That's all it was. Like, I just went to his store like probably the summer of last year.
Okay, but is this custom or something, or is this
no? He just dropped this though.
Oh, it just came out.
Shout out my dog Desto, man.
Yeah.
King of Cali Drip.
You a fan of the lean though?
No.
So the cough syrup is just
it's
just a metaphor.
Swag. Yeah, that's his shit. I don't like lean.
I think you tried it.
I tried it and I did like it.
So
So I told myself I ain't doing it no more.
Right.
Because I'm not getting addicted to nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that to myself.
Yeah. Lean is great, but
Lean
God,
is
it's
great,
the worst.
bro.
It's just like,
it's addicting.
If you want to be prosperous in your life and be able to like really do good in your career, I don't think it's not the right move.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit ain't the right move.
Right. I got another lyric I wrote down here that I was kind of amazed by when I saw you say it. My girl a freak, I kiss her feet before I eat her out. I was like, oh, he's got a freaky side to him.
I was on the phone with this girl and I'm like, man, help me make this song. And she like, I'm like, man, give me a word, what to say? She said, I don't know. So I started the song, say, I don't know what happened to my sad, but I can't turn him down. Like I just say, I don't know. Like, and then I'm like, what to say next? She said, you kiss her stomach, you kiss her stomach, you kiss a girl's stomach or something like that. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna say feet. Because people don't be kissing feet like that.
It's a little more viral.
Yeah, it's viral. So I said that. That's all that was. Like, I'm like, all right, I say feet. So,
I thought you were influenced by Kevin Gates because him being there.
Thought that dude crazy. Damn.
What was that like?
What?
Just being around him and doing the song together and shit.
I ain't lying. I was appreciating because he don't really be doing no songs with people like that. So just, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta appreciate that. And he a good person. I can tell he genuine as fuck.
Yeah, he's a wild guy.
Like he was coming to my video shoots before we even made a song. Like,
really?
Yeah, for sure. Just because shout out Booby Black. Like Booby Black like that. So I guess he put him on me like man, listen to this lady. Like this the one.
Yeah. That's dope. That's cool. I was thinking that too. I'm like, I wonder like how many features Kevin Gates is doing at this point, or how many young artists he taps in with, because he kind of seems like he's in his own world to a certain extent. He only does shit he really fucks with.
Yeah, he don't really be doing shit like that. I seen him do one for Ryan Wave and shit. Like he probably got like 6 features.
Right. So okay, you got a new song, "Hate It or Love It" with DaBaby.
Yeah.
Well, how did that come about, and what was it like spending time around him?
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with him tough though. He a real genuine dude. We he landed in Miami, and he asked me was I down. I'm like, yeah, because I had saw him bumping my shit that I had just dropped that your shit did. I saw him bumping it on the store, so I tapped him. I'm like, man, thank you and shit. But he was one of the first people to DM me by Vulture Island. But he tapped in like, man, you're in Miami. I'm like, yeah, like let's go to the studio and like. It was simple, like just genuine. We wound up doing it. We talked. It was me and his decision with everything. Like, all right, let's do the video. Want to do the video? Yeah, let's do the video. Let's do it. Like, it was me and him. It wasn't no label shit or nothing like that. Like,
yeah, that's dope. That's definitely where that's the level that you want artists to be fucking with you on.
That's where you fuck everything else up. Fuck everything up at. Like putting a label into y'all mix, like.
Yeah, because picture being like a real whack, corny-ass rapper and you pay for a feature from an artist and then you're on the same show as the artist and the artist ain't going to come out and perform the song with you.
I ain't lying. DaBaby so G, dog. This nigga, like, when the video dropped, like, he don't even know my shit wasn't downloading on my phone or whatever. But he put a collab post and shit. Like, he ain't had to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to make that shit go up. Like,
yeah, that's fire. That video is like a little bit better quality than some of the stuff you dropped. Like, do you feel like you have to keep up in the level of quality? Because a lot of your older stuff is a lot more like just quick in a parking lot type shit.
I ain't gonna lie, like, it come with the growth though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, people like them street artists. They like you doing street shit in your videos, so you gotta keep it the same. Don't take it too far, but you know what I'm saying? Like, probably gotta get a better videographer for it. And that's about it.
Definitely. So like the days of you just shooting videos in random parking lots is over, or are you moving a little bit smarter?
Yeah, I just had that conversation with my pops. He told me like, man, you gotta stop going to them gas stations like that. Yeah, so I'm about to stop. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, definitely. I know you can't talk about the whole shooting incident or whatever happened, but I'm sure that played a part too. Because like when you hear the story of how that all played out, it was like, oh, they were kind of chilling a little bit too hard, being a little too casual about being out there in public like that, right?
Yeah, so you can't just do that no more. That's it.
Definitely. Okay, so it said in the notes that they gave me that like you've always considered fashion to be like a huge part of the brand that you're building. Like, has that always just been an interest of yours, or is that like since you got money?
I always wanted to be a fly little nigga, dog. I think when I got some money and I was able to get it myself, it just made it that much litter. Like, I remember being able to go in Saks for the first time and get what I wanted. Like I told myself, like, man, you about to start your own shit.
Really?
Yeah. So I just started a cologne and a perfume line.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you like meet somebody who does that kind of stuff, or are you doing it all on your own? Like what?
I got my daddy doing like the smelling and stuff, but other than that, it's just our shit, man.
You trust his taste and smells?
Yeah, he be bringing me some good smells.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's he get them?
I think like this plug in Paris or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a world I don't know anything about.
Me neither.
You rock cologne every day?
Not really. Like I wear my shit, but that's it.
I got it sitting right there in the bathroom, and I never think to put it on.
Yeah, me neither. I got so much. Like I got like 8, 9 of them motherfuckers, and I just put my shit on, but that's on a good day. Like other than that, I don't even be touching that shit.
Yeah, I bought a bottle of Versace cologne years ago, and it's still sitting there. And every once in a blue moon, I'll throw it on, but like I feel like my girl don't really notice.
You tried the Dior?
I don't know. Probably not.
Dior Sauvage.
That's the shit?
Brother, that was the shit for a minute. That shit smells so fucking good. You tried that shit? Man, that shit good.
Belt knows about it.
That shit him, gang.
My main memory of cologne that like really had an impact on me though was when I was young going to Abercrombie. And the Abercrombie store would be fucking flooded with their cologne.
I remember my cologne, my dad had a cologne before he went to jail. He had like just buku colognes in this little box, this chest box.
Right.
That's my like earliest memory of cologne. Like, yeah, I remember that.
So they told me, or what
you
you saying?
I don't know where that shit went. That's all I'm about to say.
Okay, I was just gonna say that they told me that you performed at like this big festival that Boosie put on.
Yeah.
What was that like? Because I always like see these flyers for these Boosie parties and everything, and I always kind of wonder what the energy is like in that.
That nigga Boosie is him, dog. I remember I was going to Southern. They did like a Spring Fest, and Lil Baby was supposed to come, but they had canceled last minute. Lil Baby still wound up coming, but Boosie replaced his spot. I didn't know how much they fuck with Boosie, dog. Dog, these people know this stuff word by word. Like he can go 30, 40 songs deep, like, and they know it. Like I think that was I think Boosie had one of the littest concerts I've ever been to.
Damn.
Boosie, this what he do. He let everybody go on. He on the stage while everybody going on too. Like it ain't like he just sitting in the cut like just waiting on his turn. So when he come out, he just got all like nah, he ain't knowing that. He outside with you. So when it's his turn, everybody come on the stage. And like all his people come on the stage. He got 50, 60 people on the stage with him.
Right.
And they cut all the lights on in the stadium. And he performed just like that. Wow. Like he let you see, boy, these people know my shit. Like they going crazy with the lights on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard for that to happen. Like, for somebody to be going crazy with the lights on.
Wow.
Nah, they went nuts for him.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to look at an example of somebody who really like just has it out the mud, like doing his own thing, doesn't need any corporations, he can go on a podcast or he can go on any Twitter and just talk shit about whoever the fuck he wants to talk shit about, and nobody can do anything because he's just self-made. It's pretty inspiring.
It's Boosie, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's a fact. Okay, so what do you got planned in terms of new music coming out and everything like that?
I'm supposed to be dropping at the probably like middle of April, end of April. For God 2. I think this is one of my like best shits I didn't put together. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel myself making better music. That's it. Like I feel myself making better music. I'm making music with better artists, so it's a competition.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I'm hyped to check it out because I feel like, you know, you got a lot of energy around you right now, and it's gonna be dope to see.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
What comes in the future?
I'm excited.
Definitely. Sure. How much longer you out here in LA?
Probably till like Saturday.
You got any other plans?
Yeah, I got interviews all day. I'm supposed to be going to dinner tonight too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not shooting any music videos out here? You record when you're out of town and stuff?
I recorded last night, but I ain't like the studio.
Really?
Yeah.
What was wrong with it?
The mic, they had this mic.
Really?
Yeah.
It just didn't feel right?
Yeah, it sounded like as like, you know, like I'm used to good mics now.
Right.
So when I hear myself talking, I'm like, damn, like I need some swag in my voice. Yeah, they ain't really got that.
Damn. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, I appreciate you pulling up on us, man.
I appreciate you, man. This shit long overdue.
Yeah, Rob49, man.
My dog.
Good luck with everything in your career.
Automatic.
Very happy to see you going up. Appreciate you. Rob49, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, etc. Like, comment, and subscribe. NoJumper.com if you want to support.
Yeah.